Hello, people. Today is March 9th. I am hip hop. Hip hop is me. Established in 1984. Today's uh, person of interest, of influence, and contributes to the game is Mary Suge Knight from the West Coast, better known as Suge Knight. He was famous for a lot of things, like the 1995 Source Awards, co-founder of Death Row Records. He was born April 19th, 1965. He had a scholarship to UNLV. Could have went pro, but he had a gun case or had some kind of violence that the NFL teams shied away from at the last minute. So he put all his resources and charismatics into being a security at the Los Angeles City for like rap groups or Bobby Brown. He was known for being a security man for Bobby Brown. Then he started trying to intertwine with the NWA and try to go everywhere they was going. He was really trying to get with Dr. Dre because Dr. Dre was the nucleus of that group. So he figured if he can get the person who's the main ingredient of the group, that he had something. He started Death Row Records in 1990, 91. Don't give me facts on that, but he was very influential on that. He helped people to get out of their deals or reconstruct their deals as far as like stuff people. But one of his fames to claim was allegedly putting Vanilla Ice over the balcony and making him sign his royalties to Ice Baby. That was so hot as fish grease at the time. You was hearing it everywhere. So once he got that and he started getting people back their money and getting the cuts, everybody was calling him. That was a gift and a curse at the same time because he was painting this urban myth that he was bigger than life, he was bigger than thing. But when you go up, you go down. After that, him and Dr. Dre co-formed Death Row Records. Dre handled the music side, he handled the business side. Soon after that, Dr. Dre dropped a deep cover soundtrack, classic. Then came after that, The Chronic, classic. Doggy Style, classic. Everything they was touching was like gold. You feel what I'm saying? The West Coast had their own chokehold. I mean, they was out selling East Coast rappers 3-1. Imagine that back in the day. And he was the only like black man that had $100 million distribution deal. That was unheard of. He was up there with Russell Simmons, passing Puffy. People was calling him the brainchild, the genius, the youngest in charge. But violence and a lot of whispers and rumors was surrounding him was kind of affecting his legacy. Then we get to the 1995 Source Awards in New York City, when he said anybody want to be a star, not a thing, don't want to be all in the videos, basically insulting Sean Puffy Combs because they had a beef between Tupac and Biggie, so they was trying to say that was East and West Coast beef, but I don't really say it was beef. I just think radio and media outlets played it up because it can make more money. But what they said in war, when you have war, you have casualties of war, and Biggie and Tupac was a casualty of wars of that, and soon after Tupac passed away in 1996, he went to prison for a prison violation, and so he was gone for like 4 or 5 years. And after that, it was never the same. He came back, bounced. He was still like the boogeyman, shaking people down and doing that, but he didn't have that same influence as like he once had, because time had passed on, the game passed on. People went other. Dr. Dre started his own label after that back in 1996. Left all his masters with them, so he went to Aftermath, started his own thing. But Suge Knight was definitely a force to reckon with hip hop. If you know, you know. Yeah, I can't take it. One of his famous quotes was, "I get results," and he did that. Whether negative or positive, he got results. Always remember this in life: everything that you do sometimes is not gonna be popular, but if you get the job done, people gonna talk regardless. Just remember that. So if they're gonna talk, they're gonna talk. You gotta do what you gotta do. I'm not condoning nothing he did, but I have to say he was a big contributor to hip hop, especially West Coast hip hop. you know. So my hat's turned off to Suge Knight. Congratulations, you know what I'm saying? It's just unfortunately that you got caught up in a hit and run and ran over somebody in 2015 trying to talk to Dr. Dre about the characters in the movie Straight Outta Compton. You didn't like how you was portrayed, so now you're doing a 30-year bid in California State Prison. Sometimes what makes you famous and put you in the game is be your also demise. So remember that the way you go up is the same way you go down. You know what I'm saying? Life always come around full circle. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Always remember this. If the wheels ain't turning, you ain't learning. It's the wheels and we out. We are out. I am hip hop. Hip hop is me. Since 1984. Salute to Suge Knight.